Welcome to What's the Deal with Sam? Starring Sam Lilly. Join Sam as he discusses a wide variety of topics.
Batman.
Now let's start the show.
Thank you. What's the deal with the new Nintendo 2DS XL? It's like the new Nintendo 3DS XL with the ground. Holy shit. I mean, to put new in the title of this is ridiculous. I mean, we already have the Nintendo 3DS, the Nintendo 3DS XL, the Nintendo 2DS, the Nintendo 2DS XL, the Nintendo 3D, the new Nintendo 3DS, the new Nintendo 3DS XL, and I don't know if there's a normal variant for this, as I only saw that there was going to be a new Nintendo 2DS XL. And what the fuck is Nintendo doing with that? Look, for the plus size, to be nice and to be fair, if you want to have a 2DS that has a reasonable design, like being able to fold shut, so it's easier to protect the screen and the buttons and maybe put it in your pocket, possibly, if you have a fairly large pocket, because XL for this is fucking ridiculous. Why do you want it to be bigger? I don't know, that blows my mind. My mind is all over the walls. But, like, that's fucking dumb. I've been upset with that already anyways. It doesn't fix that issue. But if you want all the nice little, features, like it's got better processing power, the battery life, it's got the little extra control nub thing on it, and it's got, the amiibo support, so you can just put amiibos right on it rather than having a stupid shitty adapter thing. And it's got, it's a nicer screen, and you can play certain other games that, the regular one can't do, and it's basically everything that the new Nintendo 3DS XL is, except that doesn't have the 3D feature with it. And I guess if you're comparing brand new versions of the new Nintendo 3DS XL and the new Nintendo 2DS XL, what a fucking mouthful to keep saying these and keep those straight. That's a great job for you to do that with the naming, by the way, Nintendo fucking dough. Fuck. Is that, I don't know, if price-wise, if it's cheaper, sure. That I would sell it for me, because I'm not going to use the 3D function. Very rarely. It hurts my eyes, and a lot of people don't use it. A lot of people won't care if it's not there. I don't know if that makes it lighter or smaller in any respect. But you're basically getting all the same shit without that feature that's basically useless, and if you can save some money in the process, you might as well. But it's not largely all that exciting. What's weird, and I think the weirdest part about it, is how this is happening alongside with, the Switch is out. The Switch is still a relatively new thing. It's still pretty new. And they're throwing this fucking thing out here now? Holy shit. And I don't know, it just seems weird to keep pushing a handheld. Even an old handheld like this. They announced a bunch of shit in a Nintendo Direct before, right? And they're talking about all these games that are coming out for 3DS anyway, so you can play them on there. Wow, crazy. And I think it seems weird, because one thing, I think it's a shitty double standard to support that, but then say, fuck the Wii U, that's dead. Which they aren't that harsh with it, but they are essentially doing that. I don't think there's anything really new coming out for that. You're getting a few things, a few little drizzles, just a few droplets coming out of the last of the ween, dribbling onto the fucking Wii U eShop. Most of that's going over to the Switch, and it's almost like they're supporting the Switch as a console and not as a handheld, because they're putting the new Nintendo 2DS XL out. It's going to be like a competition. People aren't going to get both that and a fucking Switch. I mean, let's be real about that. And you're probably not going to have the same games coming out on both still, or are you? I don't know. I doubt it, but I don't even fucking know. I really don't think so. And it's weird. It just seems like a strange thing to bother. And it's like Nintendo is okay doing that to compete with itself. And that's why I think the whole canceling the NES Classic isn't a thing of competition, because they're clearly fine with competing with themselves. And the only thing I can really think of conceivably where this is a good idea is well, I guess in case the Switch, even though it's been doing pretty well, in case that flops on them or somehow gets, it somehow flops at this point. I don't know how, if it's doing that well, but I guess it could happen. They still have a little out. It's like, well, we're gonna keep doing the handheld thing. We still go back to the whole 3DS library and keep doing shit there. Since they're not supporting the fucking Switch as a handheld anyway, so the whole hybrid thing is out the window at this point still. And it's just bizarre. It's just a really strange time, and it feels like Nintendo's doing a lot of things, and they don't make sense to do this many things at once. And I feel like the whole brilliant idea of they'll have the focus, to put it all into one system, not to spread it between, two different systems. Now they've got two systems anyways, plus kind of half-assedly looking at the Wii U now and then and being like, yeah, I guess it still works. We'll throw a thing up there maybe if we feel like it. And then they've got, we'll make these weird limited edition thingies, and we're going to make more stupid fucking amiibo. Let's spread ourselves really thin so that we can't just focus on the fucking Switch and give it all the games it should have fucking had at the launch. What the fuck? And yeah, the new Nintendo 2DS XL. It's just such a niche market that's going to appeal to. It's ridiculous at this point. If you want a 3DS, you probably have one by now. Or if you want something new for handhelds, the Switch can be a handheld. You'll get that. Why compete with yourself? Unless they think that the handheld market, like the Switch, is not going to appeal to the handheld market. I get it's a lower price to have the new Nintendo 2DS XL, so I can only imagine that it's just to continue to dominate this market that right now really has no competition. I mean, is the Vita doing jack shit anymore? Microsoft, I don't think, even has one. Most people are moving over to mobile. So handhelds, which are not the same market as mobile, this way the consoles are not the same market as PC, it's just open. And Nintendo has always kind of dominated that for years, but it's one of those times where they're kind of running unopposed, and it's like, why make a new system when, no one else is there to compete? We'll just make a slight variant of the same fucking system that came out, how long ago now, and it's like, why not? Why not? I don't know. It's, what's the deal with the new Nintendo 2DS XL? It's like the Nintendo 2DS, but, it's better. It's better. I was going to do it with the ground to tie it together for you, but at least, in this case, I guess it would be more like the other way around, because this is the good one, and the original one is the bad. That's the one that's with the ground. It means it's bad. I know comedy.
What's the deal with Sam? What's the deal with Sam? What's the deal with Sam? What's the deal with Sam?